Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Okay, I'm back. Now it's time for us to do all my family. MICKEYMOUSE. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. No, it's not time for the Mickey Mouse Club. I don't know where that came from. It is time for us to do our current energy readings for the week. So whenever you watch this, is the right time. This is the energies that we're talking about. So now let's take a look at the overall. I'm gonna jump right on into this. This Saturday, I will be hosting the Inner Child Workshop. It had been rescheduled to this Saturday at 11:20 a.m. Central Time. So come and join me. I have Miss Kathy in the Sunshine Lounge as a special guest, giving her expertise as far as dealing with violence, because the topic is judgment and attack. Remember that I am your spiritual life coach. I give you the keys to union, which means keep energizing yourself into union. Okay, I just seen if you jumped right on into this reading, please make sure you take time to look at my fireside chat that was beforehand, or it might be up or it might be down below like they do those commercials. Down there, my next video, or if it came before this one, the other video too, that has some good stuff. It's just a kind of powwow chat about some of the energies that currently are going on within our community. And we need to stay abreast of and stay pretty much shielded up with these things that's being taught, especially we're coming towards the end of the year, like I said, and there's a lot of things as we preparing and getting ready. It's almost like it's shaking it up and just really kind of get rid of these past things to say, okay, are you ready? Because we don't want you to bring this junk that you got in 2019 into 2020. All right, so now let's go on to see what is the overall energy. So the overall energies is Raziel dreams. So we are really looking at our dreams. It looks like emotionally, because I see a woman here. So that means for even the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We will be working with the angel Raziel. Raziel will help us to get those dreams and help them to manifest. That's why I said we got to get rid of all this other stuff that's happened for the past, and so we can move with a clean slate to make sure we make room for these dreams to happen. So in order to get something, we got to remove something and get rid of something. Okay, new. All right, so in the divine feminine's heart space, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. We're learning divine feminines how to live in the present. Okay, we're in doing this. This helps us to blossom out flowers, or make our heart open up, and might make our heart sing. I'm picking up. We are really in our heart chakra again, and I see the red here. We're getting rooted in the way in which we are really thinking. This is what I'm picking up here too. Is real for her to be a redhead. So this being able to live in the now and live in the moment is attracting the divine masculine. And it's also attracting some good things, because again, we are in that high vibration. So some things that it clarifies they have here is with us being able to be attraction of living in the now, or being able to smell the roses and take in the roses in our environment, is helping us to move into this energy of peace, like having a new beginning. We also find ourselves even maybe offering the olive branch to some things as well in our life, because we just want peace. It's like some things that used to kind of get on our nerves and bother us. We're not really even being bothered by that. It looks like we're looking like where the grass is much greener, and looks like this green grass to me is kind of a little pale. So to me, it looks like right where we at is fine. Because if you say the wind and looking over with grass, we're always looking for something better. Right now, we're learning how to just stay in the present. And that's why I say, and it's being represented here, because I don't see greener grass anywhere. Right here is pale grass, which to me lets me know that where we are is it. I always think about my mom used to have to say, she said, oh my gosh, she be on the move so fast, she don't even let grass grow underneath her feet. You know, because he'd be like, after the next relationship, she done moved on, so she don't even let grass grow underneath her feet. That used to be a saying my mom said on time. So right now, I don't see any feet being represented, and you're letting it do to grow. Again, we're moving into the energy. This came in reverse of also understanding that TikTok, The time is now. We got to release. Some of us got to release also these time lines that we done put on ourselves, these deadlines and expiration dates about even leveling up and getting over there to the next level. So this again is all about time right now for the divine feminine. Really learning how to take and embrace Eckhart Tolle's thing of living in the now. Okay, and just learn how to just release and just let things flow. Okay, that's why I say, and let it rise. Let things naturally rise to the level in which they're supposed to, just like water, like buoyancy. Which is, I think about water, that would be like the emotions. Okay, so now you're doing a lot of, you've been thinking. Okay, and so this is what about attraction. You've been doing a lot of thinking and pondering before this moment, because this helps you to have like a leveling up, stepping up, building block to build on to go on to the next level. Because you've been doing a lot of thinking, like, this don't work, like moving a lot of pieces and say, okay, I like this, I take that off. I don't know why I hear like Jeopardy. Like I say, I'll do questions of what's divine for 200. You're looking at the whole board and saying what pieces you take, what things you won't take off of the board. And this is not like a worry ponder. It's like what I'm looking at her. It's just like, I'm just really thinking. I'm just thinking about my life, taking my life in review all the way up until now. I see 44, which to me 4 is really standing your ground, standing your power, being grounded. It's doubled really that. And to 8 too, it comes to the number 8, which is helping you to find harmony and balance. That's what 8 means to me. Okay, other readers have it a different way, but 8 means that for me. That's for the divine feminine. I'm going to go on and keep on doing the divine feminine because the divine masculine got a lot. Continue on with the divine feminine. Divine feminine, you are now things that you're trying to hide, that don't nobody know, that secret place about you, is that you're blinded by the pain. So some of you all are still, although you're trying to live in the now, this pain is still here. You can't really move or get past the pain about what the divine masculine did, or either in this third party situation, or even in the karmic situation, which is a person, place, a thing. The pain of what's going on, and even in inner childhood wounds, you just can't get past it. It's just, but he did this to me, but you just don't know what he did. A lot of clients, when they come to me, it's always that, but he just read this bad, he was just low down how he did it, and he could have told me, and yada yada yada, like that thing. And so you're hurt by whatever kind of things, and it's not helping you to move past and be able to see anything else beyond that pain. And that's the same thing I had talked with myself in the DM too, in 5th in spirit. And I was just like, if I always have this reading of things on my phone and say, get ready. Your union team is getting ready to bring you your divine counterpart. Are you ready? Get ready. And sometimes I look at it and I answer back, say, no, I ain't really ready, because if you come through the door today, one major thing that I've got to work with is trust. Because if he would come through the door and say, okay, I'm ready to do this, let's go ahead and do this full-fledged period, I would have to kind of work with that issue as far as the trust, because it'll be trust from, like I seen from either from my childhood as well. That thing was an issue between my mom and dad. A lot of stuff of dad was doing some infidelity things. I got to kind of deal with that to understand that we're here to do this love thing much differently than what our parents did, much differently than what his parents, my DM's parents did, to really show that as well. And so that's something that I've got to push past, okay? Because I could get in there, and today he was telling me, he would sit down and say, okay, I done got rid of that situation. I'm proposing to you. Let's get married. And then still be a part of me that, like, every little thing he do, like I said, I don't know why I keep on hearing, bye. Every step I make, you will be there. So every little step he made, I'll be questioning, like, okay, now why are you doing that? Now where are you going with that? So until we kind of get that piece out of there, and that's inner child again, maybe that's abandonment, or that kind of thing, that I got to kind of wear judgment attack, maybe what I'm about to do this Saturday. So it might be time to do that. I got to kind of work with pulling that piece out of me so we could be ready, you know. That's why I say when you're on this journey, you got to be really honest with yourself. You can't be sitting up here lying and saying, yes, I'm ready, I want union. And then every time somebody say something to you, you like boo, or you kind of it's rubbing you the wrong way, when you know that in some ways that you know that's wrong, like you all giving like the readers thumbs down and all that stuff. It don't resonate with you. Well, it don't resonate with you, but it might resonate with somebody else. Okay, so my thing is that we have to kind of remember at all times that we have to really be honest. If we want to heal and we want this union, we want first union with self. Okay, that's the main thing. And so in order for you to have union with self, you got to be honest with self as far as what things is working with you and what things are not working. Like that's why you say the DM and DF. Like what are you thinking? That's the DM out of alignment with me. Keeps on thinking about, well, you know what, when I was a child, this what happened between my mom and dad, so this probably likely is gonna happen again, so I gotta protect myself. So now every little step he made, I'm like, what, where you going, huh? Why you talking to her? What you doing here? See, I gotta check that, because that's gonna throw us back into separation and orbit all over to something else, because I'm still dealing with this blinded by the pain. I can't see past that. We can get over that hump, we good to go. Okay, I can tell you what that's stopping on my end. I don't know what's on his end. He's probably is reflecting the same thing. Some trust issues about what in his parent and his mom and his dad and how they came about and how we mirror in that way. Might be, or it could be exact opposite, just like a mirror period. Like I put my left hand, my right hand up. He might not have no issues with that, the trust issue. Maybe he trusts too much. I don't, like I say, I don't trust, I distrust. And he might say, I trust too willingly. I got to learn how to put some boundaries up. And I was like, I got boundaries up. You want some of mine? Because I can give you some boundaries. If you want some for boundaries for rent, I can give you that. So, that's something you got to do that. And then we have naked before the stars, okay? So right now, we got to watch how we being this saying, how we being portrayed to the outside. Like we glamour and we really like we all this and we okay with it. But at the same time, we've got to watch how we kind of present ourselves as far as in feminines. Let me make sure I'm doing that because it says stars. So that means really in darkness. I want to make sure I got where the book at. I got it, but I want to make sure, because sometimes I interpret it and there's nothing wrong with it, because it's always all different types of levels, the cards. Okay, number 18. Let me see before I ramble on. Naked before the stars. A beautiful curvy woman wears lacy lingerie. One is a black corset as she kneels in her full sensuality under the lights of a million artificial stars. That's why I say there's no perfection that is worth enough. There is imperfection as proud as the heavens. What do we see when we look at a mirror? Do we see something we like or something we dislike? I said something about appearance. I did pick that up. Something we care or something we are slave of. What do we compare ourselves to? The stars of media, firmament, leaking into our real life, to the social models, to the beauty queens and kings of the eternal pageant, to our inner self, to the ideal we had when we were younger, to the eyes of the people loving us. I wonder what feelings the word curvy, cute, chubby, fatty, roundy arouse within us. If a smile or distaste or recognition, the quest for beauty is not an empty quest. Even if beauty is not as deep as the ocean, still when we shine, our world becomes brighter. But we will always feel naked in front of the stars. We should just learn not to blush and stand proudly. So like I said, even if you're vulnerable in this point and you just feel like you just out there, don't worry about you trying to conform to everybody else in this. You just go ahead and you just be you. Okay, so that's why I say about the appearance, how you looking and appearing to other people. We've got to watch that. How what we're trying to make it seem like we okay, or I'm divine, or whatever, and trying to fall suit with that, because like with me, here come there, I went on the picket line. I had my hair still pinned up like I do on this show here. I said I ain't doing that. It's raining out here. I ain't trying to look all super cute with my bang here, and then let my bang fall, and then I'll be upset for the rest of the day. I say, hey. We out here is hard. I say, it's a hard night life for us. It's a hard night life for us. Da, 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 da. So we doing, if it's a hard night life out here for teachers out here on the picket line, then I need to look like it's a hard night life up here. So forget about how it's portrayed to the outside, or how we even think, I'm picking this up, they said also, how we think we supposed to be portrayed to the divine and masculine as well. A lot of times, that's so funny it said that, because they had on a debate, one of my friends on Facebook was talking about these ladies with these eyelashes. I don't know if you had that. Definitely here in Chicago, we had that. I mean, you get them to all of them, to some of the eyelashes look like it's just my hand. Like, hi, how you doing? Woo, 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 And so then there's like, what the hell is going on? Like the guy said, he said, I want to talk about the state of crisis of these false eyelashes for the ladies, because the ladies are really in dire. It was like almost like it was a state of emergency for ladies wearing eyelashes, fake eyelashes. And so there, the guys is chiming on there and saying, I don't know who the hell they wearing for. He's like, I don't care about no freaking lashes on your. He said some of them look just downright ridiculous. And there's a whole bunch of guys, I was surprised, they was chiming in. I thought they was like, oh, they look pretty, that. They said, I don't care about that, and I really don't care for it. And I'm like, oh. He said, all they doing is doing that for each other, for other women to see them. He said, but otherwise, that don't appeal to us. I don't give a damn now. You coming up with your regular lashes. So, like I said, you up there putting all this extra front on for that, for the DM, and DM is like, I don't care. I know a lot of time my DM like, okay, with no makeup, that's fine. No makeup. Take the makeup off. I'm like, what? Take the makeup off, So that's it. All natural looking, that's fine for him, all that extra. I guess he's saying you faking it up, and who he knows, who are you trying to make yourself more beautiful for? You fine for me. That's it. So also, what we got to work on in our divinity is the, communication. Okay, so within communication within ourselves, this is divine feminine, divine masculine within ourselves. The way we thinking, the way we emotionally seeing some things. We seeing some things. One person seeing as a 9, like we at the completion, we at the end, we giving birth to something, and the other one is seeing it as a 6. The divine masculine, which is analytical thinking, we're giving birth to something new. We're getting ready to do this big push and get into this next level. And you seeing it as the divine feminine, seeing it as love, like it's already being there, like we still in the pregnancy stages of it, it's holding it. And so that's a whole different thing. So we come from 2 different aspects of it: love and giving birth. Like to me, it's like, to me, the divine, your mindset, the divine masculine, is seeing it as a project. Like we're ending, like, okay, we're finished with this project, we on to the next one. And it looks like you're looking at it from an aspect emotionally, it's like we're just practicing love now, and it's just love and the love aspect of it. And it's almost really, that's funny, it's kind of really mimicking about how really the divine feminine and divine masculine are right now. Like if they're in a karmic situation, divine masculine, or a third party situation, he's thinking about ending it and giving birth to something new, and you thinking about the love aspect, when we gonna come together and we gonna be a family, like Tina Turner and Ike Turner talk about, all right, Adam May, that's enough now. Let's get back to it, so we can be a family again. So you looking at us when we gonna become a couple again. Okay, so you look for the love aspect. Both looking at it from 2 different things. Maybe he say, I'm giving birth to myself as a newness, being in this relationship, and you looking at it for, I'm just looking for this love as partnership, and we know that's not what it is. One thing I picked up to clarify for that again is, again, you have miscommunications within yourself, because again, the man holding the heart. So if I go back to what I just said, you looking at your emotions is looking at the man holding the heart is from the love aspect, and then you The masculine side, which is the analytical thinking of yourself, him is thinking about, I'm looking at the picture, so that's why I'm doing the opposite. He's looking at it from an aspect of you saying, okay, we ending the project, we getting birth to something new, okay? And so it's a difference there. So it's just really trying to understand about which one is really saying love. It's still an expression of being able to be in a loving relationship or be in this connection with how we're holding the heart, and how is it giving growth and blossoming into something new. Because I see I see, yes, some flowers all around him, how is it blooming. So, and then he's also got like the heart on the leg, so that means really trying to get a leg up on some things as well, and be able to stand on this. So you got to get rid of that miscommunication because it's throwing things off. Surrender your need to always be right. This is something that you got to surrender, divine feminines. Okay, say give others the gift of letting them be right, be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts, improve your relationship, especially when we have this misconception. Because I'm picking up also this misconception is not only going on internally, but it's also going on externally with you. So you need to surrender your need to be right on all this. It's about especially when you talk about this blinded by the pain, like, but he hurt me, and I don't know if I can forgive him, and why he do X, Y, Z. I can't trust him. My mom had problem trusting my dad, so I'm gonna have problem trusting him. So they gotta give that up, or being naked in the front of the stars. How giving right that I'm always looking beautiful in the public eye. I'm always caring about other people and how they see me. Okay, that is an issue. Okay, so that's something to kind of worry, to be concerned about. I got an idea. I could do that differently and split them. So this is divine feminine reading for that. I could that way if it's too long. So next one, surrender worry. So make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do separation. It just hit me. I'm sorry. I'm having a conversation with myself because that's half our problem. We think the feminines is one thing, right? And we really talk about, when I listen to readings, even myself, I think about the divine feminine represents the divine feminine side of me, and the divine masculine represents the divine masculine side of me. Okay, so, but I will clock it as far as when it stops for the divine feminine, and then starts the masculine read. So surrender worry. Make a big commitment to not lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out, and your body focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. So you got to kind of release the worry and the stress around this unknown, this blinded pain that you have, being naked and letting people see you for your fault and your flaws, letting those things go. And then also with the other in your heart space is being able to attract, because if you get rid of this surrender, you're going to be more attractive to yourself, to your individuals, to your DM, and the world. Okay, all right there. So this the last. I like to say what they want to say to each other. So now the divine masculine, clock this at 23:12. So the divine masculine is that's 12 is divine order. So okay, and change and divine order too. Together 2 and 3 makes 5. So now the divine masculine is feeling a lot of things in his heart space. Okay, so now one of the things that he is feeling is this. He's moving to the space of passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. He's allowing this because they're telling me is that he's putting a lot of thoughts of the illusions to bed. I can hear, let me put you to bed, bed, bed. Let me put you to bed. So he's putting some things to bed. He's becoming more clever about some things too as well, which is helping the stars to align for him. Okay, so this is why he is saying that he's feeling more passionate about some things, and in order to feel passionate about this and have these wings like Red Bull, it gives you wings to be able to sweep up the divine feminine, because of his heart chakra to be, seems like it's opening more for it to be singing. he's got to put some things to bed. He's got to put some things to rest, some thoughts, some way he's thinking, some principles, some beliefs that he has, and also the situations that he's in. He also is moving into, he's paying attention to the red flags. That's why I figure it's almost like a connected story. If you got to put some things to rest, he's saying, I got to really pay close attention to the divine myself, my divine masculine's way of emotions, because he's covering up a lot of things. Now he's up here doing the same thing. Now this goes twofold. I got a fork in the road. He's looking at the divine feminine. You know, he knows you more than anybody else. He knows all this extra stuff that you thinking you up there looking like a like a video vixen, and your divine masculine could know, say, she got a problem with a high stomach. Her stomach ain't as flat as you want it to be. Okay, she thinks she maybe a little too hefty. Okay, she wish she was in size 34 double D, and she not. You know, she wish this was a little bit there. Her skin was a little bit more or less flawed on chest. I know you. Say, I know you, boo. Don't get it twisted. I know how you portraying out here like you that in a bag of chips, but I know that you missing some hot sauce with that order too. So don't play with me on that. So divine masculine is watching, like, okay, I'm really looking to see what's your growth, what are you portraying out here, and what's actually doing that. That's one aspect that he's watching, and it's cautioning him. But he's also looking to see about within himself emotionally, what things is he's hiding too, as far as him trying to get out these situations, so he can really truly show his passion itself too as well, especially his intuition, that making that connection with him, understand his intuitiveness, his awareness as well, and also making that connection with the divine feminine is also an issue too. He is understanding he's got to pay attention to the red flags, not only with himself, but even the divine feminine he's watching as well. So you all mirroring it, but he said, I'll watch it too, because a lot of times what's happening is right now we're both playing each other a little too small. I'm looking and seeing that the place where I am in at this time, that I really should have outgrown it. My future self, which he is telling myself to come on out of here, the knowledge, like I told you before, the principles, the things and beliefs that I had beforehand is become old, is cut off, and it's time for me to let go. And I would say let go and let God, and find another way of how to be able to do this, because I'm playing myself small. Okay, he's playing himself small even in this situation with the divine feminine, and making his way to her, because he knows he been paying attention to red flags, but in some ways he's saying, maybe I've been paying attention too much to details, and some of those things that I'm seeing that's in the divine feminine. This is some of you all, not all of them. It's really some of the things that I have red flags in myself, okay? That's what I picked up. Also, he's working on, he wants to pay attention to red flags, because he wants to mend some things emotionally between himself and the and the divine feminine, or maybe he wants to mend some things in childhood issues, like I want to kind of get this right, cut some cords off that don't belong between me and that connection as well. I want to also, he said, also, you all might not want to hear, but he said I also want to kind of get some things right with the karmic situation that I have, or the third party situation, person, place, thing that might deal with him, connected to them emotionally, or it might even actually be a woman involved. I want to kind of get those things together. I'm paying attention to some things, seeing some things that I might have added on to the situation. It wasn't all just them, and I want to kind of work on getting that together, because again, this also is helping me to play myself small in this situation, and I should be out of it. Also with the divine masculine, he wants to let go of control issues as well. These control issues has caused him to really take a look at his situation. He didn't sat there and took introspection. Like one day he has literally has sat there. I could picture this DM just sitting there and just really seeing the whole karmic situation without even interacting. He's like, I'm just looking at this sitting here like a damn movie, and saying like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell did I get my damn self in? What the hell am I doing here with them? What the hell? It's just like literally one day, you know, and you've had those days where you look and I know I'm being in the classroom, I'm just seeing that them just like, you know, I can't believe this. Like, y'all, You're arguing right in front of me, you know, or like that. I've seen teachers do that, like they fight, and y'all throwing food in the lunchroom. I'm just watching this. How in the hell did we get to this state of affairs? How the hell? I'm just looking. Mm-mm-mm. So this is where he's at. He's looking at the situation with the divine, with his divine feminine as well. He's saying that she still got to heal some childhood issues, but he does see. I'm picking up. He said that she's working at it. Okay, he does that because I see the vase here. Him being in the karmic situation with this person, place, or thing is tugging on him emotionally. He's seeing a lot of emotions that's being involved in this. Again, like I said, if he said third party and his children involved with it, he said back, he looking at that, seeing how possessive this person is with this child. This is one issue, and he just looking at it like, I can't, I can't. The angels are sitting there, they kind of watching there, and he's getting some spiritual guidance, higher self and things, kind of working with him and kind of like, you know, letting him kind of take the lead a little bit on some things, but then kind of gently, they say, we gently kind of guiding him and nudging him to kind of say, okay, now take a look at this. Take a look at this. Like, you know, like literally, like my styles when she do my hair. It's like, can you turn it this way so I can curl it this way? Can you turn? It's like literally, they like, you know, we just going to point you in the direction. That's your free will. We want you to kind of see it. And then you be able to pinpoint about as far as what are the red flags on that. So we just going to turn you and just place you at the place so you can kind of really see it. So you can be like, what the? Oh my God, seriously, this is what they doing, this is what they own. So you let go of control issues. You playing it by the book. The divine master is playing it by the book. It's progressive. It's not all at once. You done learn from your errors or ways. That's what that tribe card says. Where I was once I was a child, I thought as a child. You kind of really have grown up. You showing maturity here, so you learn how to lie, see control issues, but you played it by a book. You looking at when you was older, you couldn't handle things and kind of like a clown. You wasn't really handling it right. You just fooling around, joking. You weren't serious about it. Now you kind of right here in the present, you feel like I got to kind of shield myself on some things, and so now you got the younger version of you. I can't actually see what that is, but it's like I still see a shield on it as well. So you still got to be protective of, and you got to watch the strategies, the steps that you make in order to make this happen too, because this is you know, although it don't look like it's nothing out there to help you, to kind of guide you, because this is a desert or some things is barren, but actually, you know, once you make those steps and those movements, it's going to lead you into the right direction. Also in your heart space, you got a lot. I know you talking about how long he talking, but this card we really want to see. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now, when I look at this here, yes, he's spiritually, he is clearing his energy. He's clearing his energy as far as in his emotions, okay? Because this is represented by a woman here. Oh, these pants gonna go all the way open here. I see where we going here. So this is again, he really feels like he got to start crossing out some stuff, because I'm seeing it, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and solar plex, which is really standing in his power in the high heart. Really doing that elimination, because he got the color brown, so he's really in a thing of eliminating things. But he's got his wings, but his wings are not as white as I would like them to be. They kind of like dark, so it's like, and that's funny, I see the next card here was almost a spoiler alert. I see the colorless angel coming in here for things that he's hiding. He knows he's got to kind of to do this, because I see the regeneration card here, which is to begin something, he got to end something. So if he wants to regenerate this newness, this new life, this mission, this purpose, this new relationship, those things that he wants with the divine feminine, he's got to let some old things die and sprout and give way to something new. He's getting some knowledge. It's very little, it's not a lot. He's getting knowledge about this this moon energy, which is again being intuitive and being aware and getting rid of illusion. I'm also picking up there saying also pay attention to some activity around the new moon that's happening. I don't know what date that is, but I do know a new moon is coming. So some of that new moon energy, which is going to represent the newness, is going to prepare him and want him to say, okay, I'm out of here. I'm ready to make some moves here. This is going to start with some paperwork. Now, this could be, again, I see like the courthouse paper that I see with the guy with the paper, and he going to courthouse in these Kipper cards that we have here. I seen that card being represented to me. So some of it might be by the new moon and say, darn it, hell, I feel the newness in the air. I'm going to catch on to it, and I'm going to go down here to this courthouse, see this lawyer, and I'm going to file these papers for divorce. Or they might say, I'm going to find ways to get released from this house that I'm in a contract with, or either if it's another situation they're karmically in, maybe get rid of this contract, a working contract that he has with this organization, getting rid of that. However, I do see some paperwork that is involved in there. So that's going to help it to regenerate some things. Some things that he is trying to hide, the divine masculine is hiding. Again, is today for tomorrow. Again, he's holding on to the past. This is what they bring to me. Again, that mirrors, again, the divine feminine, where she's got this blinded to pain. Okay, so these things, the things I see here, the older self, which would be the past, is holding on to some dead flowers, like the love that was. Who was I saying that? Oh yeah, that's I kept on singing the song. I know I'll never love this way again, so I keep holding on until the love is gone. I know I'll never love this way again. Hold on, hold on. So you just holding, just really going on to that. No, I never loved this way again. Instead of him really releasing and letting go, seeing the red flags as being presented to him in this karmic situation or this third party situation, and saying, okay, I want to mend some things, that's fine, but don't just keep on mending and think you're going to sew it together. That's like these daggone pants. I wish I could show you. I don't know. There, no, I ain't going to show you right there. They didn't already got torn. I can't put these things together. These are my ripped jeans. Each time I sit down, it makes more of a rip. I can't put this thing, even if I wanted to, I could sew these things back together. So my thing is like Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, Humpty Dumpty, all the king's men tried to put a Humpty Dumpty back together again. Humpty Dumpty didn't fail on this daggone karmic situation or this third party situation. Ain't no putting back together again. So you can hold on like Dionne Warwick says, and this ain't it. You trying to level up. I see stairs here. I see the moon here again. Watch for some moon activity. Something gonna pop off and happen around this moon here. And I see it's not the triangle. It looks like it's a rhombus here. So we got like a rhombus being represented here as well. Okay, because you see triangles all on this. I mean rhombuses here, which is the square, being represented all through here. And it's in the picture too as well. And so my thing is, in order for you to level up, you got to let go of tomorrow. You got to live in the now. Again, like I said, I feel the mirroring here. The now, the divine feminine, that means divine feminine, you and your emotions is really trying to learn how to live in the now, understanding the now. The divine masculine within you is thinking and trying to hold on to some things here. And in order for you to be able to do that, you've got to let go of the past, the love that used to be. There is no more. These flowers are dead, these bouquets. It's like an old lover. And I remember like my catalyst twin, I had one in his church. I used to, because you know when you was in high school, you always live so cute. I'm gonna take your shirt, I'm gonna wear your shirt because it got your cologne on it, and I'm gonna go to sleep in it. And so I had that shirt. I mean, I had that for years. I think I even took it down to college with me with that, because I was like, oh, I'm sleeping. I got his shirt and stuff like that. And you know, in time went on, I wore it so much it was kind of frazzled here, leaves in here. It was like a blue and white striped shirt. It was long because I always like tall ones. I don't do anybody the same size as me. But anyway, get on track. Snap out of it. So anyway, so he's tall, so his shirt was kind of really big. And so, okay, you pulling my chair back. I ain't gonna talk about it no more. On ain't this about? I'm not gonna pull my get back up here. Okay, I'm gonna do it from distance. Anyway, you think you slick, but anyway. So my thing is, please, I ain't got to go back to that. Don't even worry about that. But anyway, so my thing is that I kept on holding on to it until it was like it became very frazzled. It was like no shirt. It's like hold here, hold there. I think Mouse had got to it, whatever. So anyway, so that's the same thing he's doing with this stuff, this love. Like I just remembering of whatever in this situation is gone. It's time to move on. By you staying in this situation too long, you becoming colorless because you should be really moving into your divine. So you really hiding that. It's like really I know me being in this situation. I think one of them was saying he was like in the thorns. I think last reading I did with you all, he was like in the thorns things position where he was like that and praying like Buddha and trying to find like all these thorns was pointing at him and he was trying to find like clarity and peace and serenity right there in the middle of those thorns is there. So right now, you know, it ain't got to this energy that he's moved into. It's like, yeah, okay, you're in that, but at the same time, you are losing power. You know, my mom always said that, you know, like times where you got to like try to say, okay, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So every now and then you got to turn on the TV or turn on that radio or whatever kind of little electronics that you got so it can have that, you know, so it can power back up and know, you know, it can be used. And that's the same thing with this one. You kind of sit there and you're not using your really what your ability and what you're really made for, being in situations like this. Okay. So next one, what you got to work as far as into your divinity is God of transformation. That's funny. Again, here's this piece, this dove coming in here. Dove was in the divine feminine's thing again. So remember the dove with the dove with the olive branch, and they go to dove with the olive branch in this one. Okay, so again, you want peace. In order for you to get peace in the situation where you are, guess what? You got to unravel some things. Funny thing here, look at this. They both are, again, mirroring each other. This is naked. This is naked. This is about getting to the naked, again, naked before the stars. This here means you got to unravel. You got to unwrap some of those things as far as in your mind analytically to be able to create this transformation, because I really feel that these divine masters are really all up in their head. And in order you do that, you got to really this upper. So to me, these are the upper chakras. Here, Jupiter 11 can change that, tell me what is. But these are the upper chakras, which is the divine feminine. These are the feminine chakras you got to really get in touch with. So you got to kind of really work with that and energizing and clearing and getting those chakras together. So you can really, truly get in touch and clear out those to create this transformation. You got things that's in the past, and I've seen this funny like a stage. So to me, it's like you got to find a new platform to stand on. Can't be no more wars. Me, my parents did this, and this how my mom and dad interact. You got to find a new platform to stand on. Okay, you can't. The past is in the past because you see the mist there and it's covering it. And that's it. How they rule, they love life. Because I see two rulers. It's how they rule, they love life. You're different. You're coming through a dynasty of your own. I don't know if you are a twin, your mom and dad's twins, or you a star seeds, or whatever it is. But you coming from a whole different aspect. And you got to bring something new to the table. When you do this God of transformation, it's going to help you to move into the energy of having a door to personal healing and happiness. It's going to open the doorway to such beautiful things. Again, oh, I thought that was a bird. Is that a bird? Yeah. There you go, that dove. So right now, if you see anything about dove thing, what you want me to say about it? Okay, they say if you see anything about dove, that means you are moving things into peaceful territories. Okay, so it's like really truly moving things on the move to really become more into the peace, serenity. Okay, so really finding that sweet spot as far as that. So when you see a dove or something like that, just know, peace is being created. Like peace be still. Like it's really being created in this situation. So stuff can really take root, because like if you got things stirring around, you can't really get grounded in doing things. So it's just letting you know the spirit is there. Spirit is really working things out and really bringing that peace of that olive branch to make the situation much better between you and the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So you see some doves there, that's what it's bringing to you. Okay, I see a 3 and 4, which is spiritual completion, which is really like a spiritual completion, like you said. It is well in my soul. That's what it is. So that means we really, that's most time when people say that, I done did all I can, so now it's just like, it's just well. Okay, so next, what things you need to surrender? You need to surrender to joy. Okay, I think I seen Jupiter 11 have this too. So the divine masculine has this. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. What you got to do is divine masculine again. This is feminine. In your emotions, you need to find ways to become more lighter, to be able to leap into new territories where you may or may not be having like a safety net. Because when you leaping, you just kind of really depend on air to sustain you. So that means, again, you need to be able to do that, become light, get new levels, but then not looking for, it's wherever you may land. And it's not really not knowing, you really relying on the security of the air to kind of do that. Now, air also, I could pick this up, and that's funny. This is an interesting twist of things. It's like conflict. Okay, when you see the air card come up, that means it's conflict. So even if conflict comes there, learn how to just sail above it, as well. So, and still have your joy and your bliss regardless. Okay, and so now next thing, surrender your fear of intimacy. This came out for you last week, divine masters. I remember this. So we still have this. We got to be, in your thinking space, how your mind space is. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release and any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. You already seem like you own it. So this time you like, I heard you, divine sunshine. This time I'm going to actually do something to make this. I'm going to start really looking at, like, you might want to even get to the point that, like you might want to write down some of these. I've been saying like journal and write down some of these red flags that you kind of seeing. Like I told you the other week, like I said, I literally felt like in another video, like I wanted to run. Oh, I forgot to do that. Whatever. The light is on. I'm ready to actually run. And I was like, I had to tell my divine masculine, it was like, in the 3D, in the physical. He's like, I don't know where you going, but you going to stay with me. Ain't no running. I can stop you running. You can't stop me running, but I can stop you running. Don't even think about it. That's one thing. My DM be on me. I mean, like, if I'm thinking about, like, what's happening? He can feel. He got that extra sensory. Okay, you feeling a wavy. He hit me in the middle of the day. How you doing? How's your day? I'm like, how you know I was ready to run? I'm like a person I caught. And he was way on the other side of the city. I'm like, I'm okay. Let me put the bags down. Let me put the bags down. Where you thought you was going? Nowhere. That's what I thought. Now put the bags down. Tell yourself right back around and go sit down somewhere. Okay. The sooner I do that, he can sense that of me. I can sense that even on him, but most time I like, he got mindset about what he gonna do. But anyway, off of that. All right then, so those things we got to surrender. So now what does the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine? Let's get to the ending, which is have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So emotionally, be patient. But I see a little child here, and then this reminds me of the lotus plant. In order for him to be able to blossom and become who he wants to, like you said, I see these red flags. I don't like it. I see this control issue. I'm going to release this X. I got this passion. All these things are really driving forces to make them maybe the the divine masculine mimicking the divine feminine, which is I want it now. I want it now. I want it all. Doom, doom. So, right, you talking about that, so she's like, okay, hold on, divine master. I see you. Okay, we gonna get there. Remember, they're preparing it. We want to do this right. We don't want to rush into this thing, and then we sitting up there, you and I looking at it and saying, deuces in the next month. We want this to last. So just hold on. I ain't going nowhere. Like do you hear him say, put them damn bags down. I see you over there energetically. I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay, how your day? It's okay. Like, let me put the bags down. So my thing is just be patient. Be patient. I guess he's talking to the DM within me too, as well. Have faith. Have a little faith in me. Have a little faith. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Yeah, just keep following your bliss. This to me what it is. Follow your bliss and keep on following your transformation. Okay? It's going to lead you to new horizons. Just keep on letting it open up and transform. To me, when I look at this is like different parts of you just transforming. And let it become, thank you. I heard the pop sound. So somebody's in agreement with me about that with that. One of the angels was back this way. That might be my grandma. Okay, so yeah, just in agreement with this. Just let it go on to lead you to greener pastures. Open up your heart chakra. Open up your communications. I see purple. I see really all the chakras really represented here. In there, just worry about that. Just concentrate, not worry. Because I told us don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. So don't worry, okay? Do that part. And here we go. Receive with love and appreciation. So receive something lovely from others is a way of showing love. So the divine feminine is saying in some ways you might be given something, maybe even spiritually from the divine feminine, or physically. If you all in the communications, you're doing that, and he's got to learn how to kind of receive it openly and not question, like this, like, why she give me this? What this mean? What going on? See, now you already red flag and everything, but everything ain't supposed to be red flag. Some things are just kind of go with the flow. Like my dad said, just kind of go with the flow. Just like, oh, okay, thank you, I received this. Okay, what does the divine masculine want to say to the divine feminine? Sorry, Mel, I didn't make the cut. We an hour. All right, here we go. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Divine feminine, what you need to do, again, you're already about the attractions. You're already talking about what brings you peace. You're already in the world. Take your time out to smell the roses from this card, from what I see in there. And then you're worried about these naked before the stars, how you being viewed by others. When you do that, that is going to help you be able to receive love. It's going to help you with this miscommunication that's going on within, with the masculine seeing one thing and the divine feminine seeing another. It's a conflict going on there. So that is going to be able to actually help you center yourself by doing other things. It's going to help you get wiser. Get you to go out and then get in tune with nature before you kind of go into doing those things, and then really act. And it's going to help you get back to your natural state again while doing acts of kindness for everybody else that's around you. It's going to help to energize you. And that's why I kind of felt this week. This week I kept on saying, I kind of want to be connected with more people, not so me closed off this. And I seen how that's kind of really helping me. One way I did that, I was with Tim Green's Discord thing. I said, okay, I'm going to come on this Discord, see what they're talking about, and, become a part of that community, like really becoming a part of that. Sophia Charles talked about that on her channel, about the importance of a community with that. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Okay, so you got to get You know, we know that they are home to us, our divine counterparts. We got to get wiser about these things. You know, what's our understanding about love, how we seen love being expressed with our parents, with ourselves and past relationships. You know, how is that also creating enlightenment or enlighten your path as to where you want to go, shine a light on some of this illusion, lighting up the stars again. I see a moon again being represented here. So again, moon is very prevalent as well. So he's actually really, you know, this, let's not do no fake it till you make it. It's like, I mean, do you really have a firm foundation that if I come in tomorrow, you are ready to receive me with open arms or into this house? And this, like I told you, I was being very frank and open with you all about the trust issues there. That, you know, it's like, nah, hold up, I'm still fixing my place. Just wait out there, you know, at the front door. Either go ahead and finish out what you're doing, and I should be ready soon. That's the same thing, because like I said, foundational, I've got to check, and he's telling me through the cards how my parents and they trust issues and my mom's trust issues going on with that. Infidelity is playing a part of how I'm viewing him, especially things that he's done in the past in relationship, and then also is playing a part as with me presently. Okay, so I got to check that and get that under control. Okay, I heard that and I received that. Express your love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So if it's a small token, even with your divine masculine saying to him, you know, even if it's giving time, checking in, saying, hey, how you doing? What's up? You know, if you're in communications with that, little small things, or here, I bought you some lunch, I was just happen to be by your job, things like that, you know, saying, like me and my DM, I was sending him like Uber Eats or Grubhub or Uber Eats. Every now and then I say, okay, I know you're working hard. I was sending him lunch, something to the job, something like that. You know, just a little something just to drop off those things. So that's another kind of thing. But you, if you're not, you can energetically just send, I send love and light. Send love to him. Just stop. Just say a prayer wherever you are. Just there, I pray that you're covered and protected by God's love and light. You know, whatever the universe is like, whatever kind of way you want to say. Just seeing them in a light of pink or whatever. You're not manipulating. You're just sending that to him, to his heart chakra, and they feel it. Because like even this morning, like with me and my DM, I was like, I'm sending all this stuff to you, and the information, we had to joke about something. I told him, I said, I ain't gonna leave you no long text, but I definitely am gonna send it to your heart, and I can tell you back to me. So my thing is that, you know, you sending that energy, they do pick up on it. It ain't just some cute words and just for play. All right then. So again, this Saturday, that's the end of the read. This Saturday I will be doing the inner child the inner child webinar at 11:20 a.m. Central on healing the judgment and attacks. Again, who will be in the Sunshine Lounge will be Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy is an expert in violence. So she will be in abuse. So she will be in the lounge for any of you all that may have occurred and had that in the inner child. And so I wanted an expert to be in the Sunshine Lounge. And then also, you know, of course, we got Jubilee 1111 is also moderator, along with host of other ones too as well, that can help you to get on track and for you to understand and you know, things why as I'm moderating, because you know a lot of times I don't look over there and saying I like the cute thing that Jupiter 11 did was premiering, because sometimes I want to talk back, and after I do my lecture, I'm not able to talk to you all. I say it's over with, and I sure could have interjected something right there, but I can't. So you know, I'll try to maybe try to do some of those features as well. With that, oh, I could do it with this one. Well, I'd see how you work it out. So my thing is that, what else? Don't forget about my heart to heart meditations for $5. A lot of you all are buying it. I thank you so very much on that. It's very good. Like I said, it helps you to get in tune with what's going on within yourself, the divine masculine and divine feminine in the heart space. Like I said, it starts you off, and then after a while, it's like training wheels. You take it off, and then it's able to be able to see what's going on in your heart space and your divine master's heart space. It's not used as a manipulating tool to make him act a certain way, to keep on imagining him something to do that. It helps to get your heart warmed up and ready to be able to receive love from yourself and receive word love for your DM and kind of really see what's actually going on. So it's like a heart check, heart monitoring meditation. $5 hollers. You go to my website, divineunisols11.co. You'll find it there. Got my shirts, my inner child there. Don't forget also I got a new feature that I'm doing as well. This is my readings, which is the divine rays of light image reading, where you send me a photo of yourself outside with the clouds or the sky behind it, and then I will be able to see what type of aura or ray that you are radiating at that time. That's $35 for that. And if you want also what things you need to do to be able to move up the rays, because there's 12 rays, and move into another one, that together is $35, along with the other package that's $65 together. Getting that. But otherwise, the rays of light comes with a report afterwards telling you what you are, what it means, the color that I seen that was coming radiating from you, and what kind of spiritual guidance you can work with, like if you believe in angels, what things you need to do with that. So that's for $35 with that. So I already got one that did that, and so Phoebe Nix got one for free, complimentary, and she said she loved it. I gotta put that review up there. Nix B. Well, I always move it around. So yeah, so Nix B, she got one, and I gave her one complimentary, and she said it was right on the money. So I will leave that comment too as well, so you'll know about her review of getting that. So I say thank you. I'll ask permission too. I gotta remember that. So until next time. Woo-wee. Okay, I did say 1/141. Okay, so until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.